Welcome back to the VTuber News. This is Salvi, the one who resides on the right side of your screen most of the time, and I'm here now just to remind you guys that I do have a goal for, at the very least until my birthday in June. I would love to be able to reach 20k subscribers, so if you could please subscribe and continue to watch these videos whenever you have a chance, I would really appreciate it. Just a small reminder, of course, and do enjoy the rest of the video. She is getting hit again with a lot of controversy, with a lot of responses, and what some people could call attacks, or, drama, etc. Getting hit again is Bao, the VTuber, who is an English-speaking VTuber, independent, but she is part of a talent management agency called United Talents. It is kind of, someone that just gets her gigs and things like that, helps her with promoting herself, those types of situations. It's not a VTuber agency at all. Let's take a look here. On her Twitter, on a Twitter reply that she now has deleted, she says this: "Men S us all the time. They're just mad we learned to don't wall them for it. LMAO. What a beta C." And we have this here, which is the her Fansly account. I think she herself put it down there, so it's not like me saying, "Oh, this is what she is. This is what she does." No. She put it out there herself. This is a screenshot taken by banned VTuber memes, and the replies are not super vicious, but there are a lot of replies here. And I thought she was good. I only knew her for Blade Audio. This is like the opposite of an innovative, literally called the oldest profession, LMAO, of an innovation. You put Scab on blast last few months for this. SMH, the irony that is your entire streaming career. Bao got to be one of the worst larger VTubers out there right now. Like, she cannot be for real. Okay, but what's the tweet she was responding to? Also keep in mind that the tweet was a response to a guy saying too many VTubers do that to themselves for content. Essing somebody is bad. Sexualizing, in this case. I just have to say it once in order for me, you audio listeners, to not think I'm saying something really bad. But you know how YouTube be. I really hate to have to censor myself, but it is the way YouTube works nowadays. But if you pay $5 for it, paywalled, free use, not very free use of her. Ho in the name, because she does call herself Hojo-sama. Can't make this up. 5 feet and 120. Sure, Bao, she does know we've seen her IRL. So yeah, people are making fun of her weight. Like I said, people are going to be using anything. Once you've said something that ticks them off, they will use anything as ammo. Anything possible as ammo. People complain about the strict rules from agencies that force VTubers to react a certain way, but if you've seen the ones that complete free reign, to act however they want, maybe the strict rules aren't so bad after all. What did Bao do on OnlyFins? I'll just call it OnlyFins. Is this really her, or is it something someone a fan made? From my point of view, it looks more like a fan made one. Let's just say that many people have checked it, and yes, it is her. Dear Lord, when you just did this tweet, she is going to get blasted harder than she already was. I wear her for her safety now. And yeah, you have a lot of people saying every single indicator points to her being a cuckoldress, having a fetish for seeing good, supportive men with bad men. I can back this up, by the way. Screenshot actually further proves this hypothesis right. She is so obsessed with that and bullying beta males, then continuing on that way. We have this here. As much as I dislike this kind of VTuber, to be fair, you can be an S worker and hate being being seen as overly sexualized against your will. I agree with this 100%. You can be an S worker and not be, treated as a piece of meat, or not like being treated as a piece of meat. It is usually some kind of either role play or whatever to be in the OnlyFans whatever side. Because it's very different from doing that to yourself on your own terms. I think the real problem here is her insulting her main source of income. That is a big problem, and that is a big thing that people will not like. What I really don't get is why VTubers get into the adult content when they hate the target audience. I can't imagine streaming with a chat full of people I see as disgusting. Like, just make SFW content and streams for girls if you hate guys so much. Is the money that good? I am assuming it is. I have seen the reports of some people making millions off of this type of content. actually used to like her, but she does so much of that type of content now that it's hard to watch. So I get where this post is coming from. I just don't want this to be used as ammo against any other S worker just because she's a weirdo, according to this person, according to this Tenchi person. Nah, all your points are 100% valid. Bao is just extra weird because she literally has a number in her Twitter bio for NSFW art in the hashtag, whatever, the hashtag in her bio. I mean, that's pretty common. Just does so much weird and gross, of that type of content, the specific type of content. Not to kink shame, I just don't want to listen to someone burp and talk about inflation while chilling at home. At least stream it on adult sites. So yeah, this person's complaining about the whole situation. It's not kind of dumb. How are you going to be mad at men S-ing you when you are putting out work to do that to yourself? Like saying the fire isn't going out because I'm adding more fire. It's different. Like, you're doing it on your own terms. That's one thing I will agree with. You're doing it on your own terms is different than someone just, making you a piece of meat. And that is the thing. If they do it outside of that space as well, that also can be a problem because you're doing it within that space. And I respect people who are in that work. If you're doing it within that space and you're not spreading it out otherwise, then yes, people should not spread it outside of that space. But, it's the internet. It's going to freaking happen. It says, still surprises me how so many people are completely unaware that Bao has a fancy. It says, now, personally, I have zero problems with people doing lewd content. Plenty of VTubers and other CCs do it. Sometimes, someone with this kind of history should also double dip and engage in other content, such as engaging in overtly misandry and toxic feminism, while at the same time selling explicit content to the same audience. Meanwhile, Bao is also known as Hojo-sama on Fansly and Hojo-sama on X. She sells NSFW audio roleplays, lewd, and P content, and is tailored to various kinks, along with like pet play for use, consensual anytime kind of dynamic. It says, meanwhile, Bao is also known as and she doesn't like it. She doesn't like people, which is, like I said, again, I legitimately understand why it's fine in there and not fine when you're on your regular X account. This isn't subtle PG-13 or M kind of content. This is very much an explicit fetish-driven adult content that she monetizes on one side, while on the other side running the feminist who shame men. She still engages in misandry and demonizing men as inherent predators or dangerous simply being attracted to women VTubers. It's the same as when people who engage in adult content creation apply to religious clergy, a school teacher, guidance counselor, child therapist, or engage in child adjacent content, etc. It's not this optics. There's a moral conflict where sales of explicit content plus pretending to be rebranding as something else becomes hypocritical, predatory at worst, and just weird at best. And like her profiting from catering to the exact impulses she publicly condemns, while she wants to be seen as a trusted feminist adjacent CC in a community that includes male fans, tolerant of the dynamic, who are now being called beta cuts. Yeah, I don't agree with what this person's saying. Yeah, you can have your thoughts, private thoughts about certain things and be able to do things for, the work that it does and the income that it gives you, and that's perfectly fine in my opinion. Real question about his fan base: how much more humiliation do you guys need to experience from her to stop supporting her? Men build her career. She slept her way through opportunities, as people say. Anytime this thing happens, people always accuse, "Hey, you slept your way to where you are." I don't know. I'm not gonna go into that because that's not my business. And has the audacity like this on the people that made her career. What the f? This whole men sexualize us is old and effing are. What do you mean men see you as, that as that type of being? And somehow that's an issue. Are you effing are? We're in the big 2026. We're still talking about basic B biology is a crime. Should be more at ease if every man thought you're an uneffable blob. What the F are we doing here? Yeah, this guy just keeps going on this tirade, as you can see here. And yeah, I can understand people being frustrated. I can absolutely understand people being frustrated and angry at her saying this. I have a feeling it's very possible that she did this to bait people to go and talk about her more and to get angry because she knows that people will get angry at this and she doesn't really get affected by it. It could be that way. Either way, it's the internet. People were going to find out about it. People were going to see it. She deleted it because you look at her replies, you're not able to see anything in her replies when it comes to this. So she apparently saw that it was bad news and removed it, but the internet never forgets, and the internet gets it usually before you have a chance to remove it. And here we are. Deliberately baiting lonely, susceptible teens and young adults with your adult content, and growing grossly parasocial, inherently as relationships with all of them. by having what's effectively consensual virtual S with all of them results in a heavily lust-driven audience and brand. How could this have happened? And yes, I'm saying she's a perpetrator of the problem. She's one of the primary influences keeping it alive because she profits heavily from the very thing she complains about. It's like studying, anything and then constantly ranting about how the addicts are ruining the city while ramping up the sales, and all the while claiming to fight to protect everyone else from the very addicts she's supplying. She and others like her are a major reason the problem exists in the first place. This constant sick cycle is just beyond exhausting. And it says, so by the definition of the word, Bao is a no. She's not a peach. She's not a predator. Without it, all she is drama. It seems to be the case. Fair few at the top. I heard she was a vtuber. I thought it was like a meme, considering how she is for jokes. I didn't think this was an actual thing. For F's sakes, brother. Yeah, like I said, here's the main thing. I respect people in that trade. I respect people who do that. It is legitimate work. It is legitimate content that people can create. I am not going to be the moral police. I am not going to be the ethical police there. Just that when you go out and do this, you're going to get criticized. Do I agree with the criticisms? No, I don't agree with the criticisms. I'll just say that right out. You guys usually are here for my opinion. I don't agree with the criticisms, but the criticisms are out there because she put herself out there with the type of content she does, and she put herself out there with the responses. If she just did the content and didn't do this response that people are reacting to, I don't think there would be that much criticism. But still, she expected it because she deleted it. So I think it is prudent of her to think about what she types out next time. If she, because of the fact that she is going to get a lot of hate. And it does affect you mentally. It would affect me mentally. I'm just going to be honest. I'm going to be just pretty empathetic here. Empathetic, not pathetic. Well, pathetic a little bit too. But empathetic, more mainly. It is something that you should expect. If you're going to be doing this, if you're going to be putting out those type of comments, you should expect some blowback. Is it warranted? Like I said again, no. I'll leave you guys with that. You guys let me know what you think down below. Ooh, subliminal messaging. Follow the squirrel. Subscribe to the squirrel. This is not a psyop. This is just me being a dumbass. Ooh, subscribe. She's returning soon, or at least that is what we all thought. Let's talk about Filian. Filian is an independent kimono VTuber in North America. She has an ARG out, a game out, a real game type of thing where people go and look at different pieces of evidence to see when she's going to be coming back and all these types of things. It is good that she has something like this in between to kind of get people interested in her and get in her coming back. And we are going to her Twitter, where she has just posted, short animations. The last thing she really posted was the teams being locked in for vsoccer, which was the new project that she had started. And around that time, she did the Minecraft, the hardcore Minecraft with Vidal and others. And we have here, y'all, she's returning. That was about 2 days ago, where we go through Rima to find out the actual photo here, which is this one. It is this, and she says Filian has scheduled her return stream for 420 after a 4-month absence. Coincidence? And question mark with the cigarette there. And we take a look. The next stream is on Monday 5 p.m. EDT. I think this may have been a mistake, as she says down here. It says might be an automatic schedule, so don't get your hopes up too much. Source is this one here. As well as there's no way she just does it out of the blue without a trailer or anything. Wonder if it's bait. It might be bait. Well, and Abe Clips is ready. Even Abel Clips is ready. So other people are ready for it. Probably chose a day for the meme number if I had to guess. But how? She's blank according to Cha-Cha's stream. She went back in 2018, found a mute version of Filian, brought her back to this time period, and she blanked immediately as well. But if it's real, it's good. She finally returned to after 1 million years. She put way too much faith in Snackers. Hope she's doing all right, though. I'm starting to wonder if she's ever coming back, or if she ain't going to be in India anymore. She's going to make smoke some devil's lettuce coming back. Don't give me hope like that, Rima. That's her automated schedule. It's been like that ever since she left. Someone brought up the same thing last month. She used it to troll people, though it was on Discord and not the subreddit. I think that one is automated. In other news, Kyoresu actually did return from a 1-year break, though. She's doing some karaoke as I write this, so Kyoresu is back, which is good. Another thing, but that's other pieces of news. And it says, great, I get to celebrate. And of course, we go to the reactions saying, Filian has returned. People are very happy. No, this was before we found out that it was most likely a automated reporting thing. It was an automated thing that she probably forgot to turn off, and she allowed to have for her streams. And it says, well, I promised that if Filian's loss came back, I would celebrate with a full color hand-drawn portrait. Guess what I'm doing after the comic cell I'm working on is done? This is unfortunate. Like I said, the Snackers are... I've said this before. I didn't say this now, but I said it before. Snackers are an amazing community. They are really willing to allow a lot from her in the sense of, her having her break and things like that. But they really miss her. And a lot of people really miss her. And a lot of people want to see her come back. So it here says, it looks like she got rid of her schedule. And yeah, that was the last thing that we saw there. And that's probably why the post was deleted by the original author. It says, please speed, I need this. My Filian content is homeless. Are we sure that this wasn't set up before she left? I've been refreshing all day to see when Undead Unicorn Magic starts streaming. At one point, this popped up that they refreshed Twitch. First off, what stream name? If true, we're so back. So yeah, it's going to be a Filian AI. I'm Alfarius, and I'm from the future. And it says, people are freaking out about that. Sorry, my guys, it's an automatic thing that repeats every week. And for further evidence, her schedule on Twitch also says she had a stream on April 13th, as well as streams on the same days for all future weeks. Past weeks are blank only because it clears out streams that didn't happen and links to those that did contest on other channels. The same thing on Discord, stream in the schedule but gets canceled the day of. Her schedule's automatic, bees be true. Yeah, a lot of people ended up getting a lot of hope, a lot of false hope in this case. It does suck that it ended up being a false hope. It says, welcome back. Oh god, I'm not going to repeat that. Of the Philippines, Filian Flufftail. Did ICE release her? Since Saba, you don't see people speculating that Filian had a baby. Why is that? Unlike Saba. And then you have people praying that it's true. The great almighty Filian has returned. Can I get an amen? So yeah, people are people are also putting the funeral that she had for herself a while back. This was way before she did the whole taking a break thing. Ghost in the Machine, it's time to let her go. So yeah, unfortunately, it does look like it wasn't a thing, but I do think she is going to return. She would have said if she wasn't. She would have said if something happened, if something else was going on. So I do have a feeling that she will return soon. But you guys let me know what you think below. Let me know if you got faked out by this, or if you got if you knew that it was an automated message. She has an important announcement for her community, and no, it's not the G word, it is something else. We are talking about Riki Poppet, the female English-speaking VTuber and V-singer affiliated with Chromaship's Rebel unit. They used to be a part of Wildfire, Idol EN, it switched over to Chromaship, then when Chromaship shifted over, they shifted everything to new groups and new things like that. So today we're talking about this. We're talking about Riki Poppet from Chromaship, talking about an important announcement that she has here. Meant to type it in April. I'm just a dummy. Sorry, guys. And it is her going on hiatus on April 20th, which is on Monday, April 20th. Been dealing with a lot of my personal life as well as needing to take care of my mental health due to it. My last stream will be tomorrow. When this was done on the 19th, it was on the 18th, it was going to be on the 19th was the last stream, and then of course on the 20th is when she's actually doing this. And to watch the cherry blossoms together, hope we can have lots of fun before I go. I'm in April, I'm an idiot. And let's take a look here, really what she says. On April 20th, we'll be going on a month hiatus for my mental health and to handle some major IRL events in my life. I'm extremely proud of everything we've done this week and how far we've come. I'm sorry to my YouTube and TikTok poppets as I just returned, but I really need this break, so I hope you can forgive me and understand. It does always make me scared to be forgotten when I leave for so long, but I trust you will always be there for me when I return. Thank you, Poppets, for always being so patient with me, and I hope once I'm back, I can be full swing together. Sunday will be my last stream before I go. And that is, of course, something that we mentioned as well. And yes, it is unfortunate that that whole situation is happening, that there are, having a mental health downturn. But I do wish them the best, and I do know that she's very strong, so she will be able to get through this and be back in that month long. And it's better, always, mental health always comes first. Health always comes first. Just take care of yourself, and everything else will follow. Everyone else will be happy to see you back. And other people are, giving her Vampy, Harare Soul, giving her support. Sane, Taiga, tons of people giving support here, as you can see, which is wonderful to see because that also helps her return more refreshed. she has a big announcement, and it is something fun that is coming. As we're talking about Hiyori Mokami, who joined Glitch Stars as part of her generation Airunia with Alteri, Amaya Whisper, and Kana Yanagi. She debuted in Production Kawaii's Ephemera, and she is, of course, now in Glitch Stars. She has a big announcement, which is this in her Twitter, announcing the April Fool's Fanfare 2 April Fool's VTuber concert with 50 VTuber guests featuring memes, weird songs, many silly gals. Friday, April 25th, 4 p.m. PDT, 7 p.m. EDT, 8 a.m. JST. So it's at a time when it is good for most people. Just good for most people overall. And as you can see here, lots of people being involved in this whole thing. A big announcement trailer for them going to the Waffle House and having fun here, as you can see. It is going to have very, very many people. Oh my god, it says Friday. It's over, it's Saturday. Wait, no, it's fine. April Fools. So, yeah, there you go here. Penny Puffball is going to go so hard, I swear. Lots of people that are going to be a part of it are very, very excited. And a lot of people are super excited about this whole thing. Dr. Nova, Terra 404. A lot of people are going to be having so much fun with this. I'm glad they were able to do something like this for everybody. And there goes a lot of people. I'm just going to show you a little bit of what's going on here, so you can kind of see if you see any of your Oshis down below. But yeah, I'm very glad that she's doing this. It is wonderful to see more people doing projects like this, more people having fun in April, and having fun with April Fools, having fun with everything going on. So hope that everyone is able to enjoy themselves, and hope this is a very big success. Dreamhack Atlanta is happening soon, and I had covered before that there are, Gigi Mooding and Narissa Ravencroft is going to be they're going to be doing D&D. In this case, we have very many, well, not very many, but we have a couple of VTubers from Hololive, Hololive EN, of course, the girl side. Hakos Bales from Hololive English Promise brings her chaos to Atlanta, the kind that spirals into something you can't look away from. You're going to want a seat for the Super Karaoke Party, so she's going to be joining the Super Karaoke Party here for Hakos Bales. And we have the next one here. Iris is also going to be a part of the Super Karaoke Party from EN Promise, of course. The performance that shifts, builds, and catches you off guard in the best way. You'll get it when you see it. It's going to be on 420. Everything's going to be on sale on the 420. That's where you can buy tickets. Mori Calliope from Hololive English. The Reaper doesn't miss. You already know when the beat drops, it's serious. From Hololive English Myth brings hard vocals and stage presence that pulls you in and doesn't let go at Dreamhack Atlanta. Make sure you've got your spot. Guaranteed seating is included with the Dreamhack X Hololive Meet add-on. Come soon on Monday. So she's gonna be. It doesn't look like she's gonna be a part of the Super Karaoke, but it looks like it's gonna be a meet and greet for the most part. Let's see. Yeah, or she might be a part of the Super Karaoke thing, but they didn't mention it here. She might very well be part of Super Karaoke. And here is this here. So yeah, it is Super Karaoke that she's going to be a part of with the girls here you're seeing. Callie, Iris, Bay, and Narissa and Gigi are doing Hololive Meet, as well as the D&D thing that I had mentioned before. So they're all going there. Very great. They have been part of Dreamhack Australia before. And in this case, they are a part of Dreamhack Atlanta. Big congratulations to the girls. She paused this for a while.
Cute. I don't think that's a response you should you should have to that. I don't think that's the right response. I would have guessed where it'd be a lot of kids fair for Miku. Kids love Miku.
Yeah, kids do love Miku.
She's iconic. I think, like...
Kids and adults.
I don't know, a lot of her music just naturally shows up on the algorithm if you're like a kid who's into anime stuff.
Very true.
But no, honestly, as far as anime events go, that was probably like one of the more child-friendly ones I've been to. It was like literally just that one guy.
I mean,
just
can a man
like
wear a bunny
one
suit?
Guy with his ball jowl. I don't know. I got one guy.
I don't know, but I mean the ball jowl is a different thing.
In defense.
Can't a man just go out and walk into a Miku Expo or Miku thing without being judged for wearing the bunny suit? And no matter how dirty the bunny suit is, can't you be going out there without being judged? Thank you guys for watching as always, and of course, take a look, and if you enjoy everything, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, all those things that YouTube asks of you. Really do appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.